वायुर्यमोऽग्निर्वरुणः शशाङ्कः प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमस्तेऽस्तु सहस्रकृत्वः पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते. You are air and you are the supreme controller. You are fire, you are water, and you are the moon. You are Brahma and the first living creature, and you are the great grandfather. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times, and again and yet again. Beautiful prayer. So, what is Arjuna saying over here? Arjuna Ovacha. So, Arjuna saying, you are air. Vayu. So you are Vayu. So you are air. So you are Yama. You are the controller, the whole controller of this universe. You are Agni. So you are fire. You are Varuna. You are the water. So Shashankaha. So you are the moon. Shashi means moon. So you are Shashankaha. Means you are the moon. Say Krishna. You are Prajapatistvam. Means you are Prajapati is the name for Brahma. So you are Brahma. And also you are Prapitamaha. So you are Prapitamahascha. You are not only Prapita, but you are Prapitamahascha. So you are great grandfather. And after saying all this, Arjuna is doing a very, very important activity. What is he doing? Namo namaste stu sahasra kritva. Punashcha bhuyopi namo namaste. So after the very important activity is paying his respect. Namostu. Again and again and again he is paying. And how many times? Sahasra kritva. 1,000 times. Right? 1,000 times. Okay? 1,000 times done. No. Punashcha bhuyopi. Not only 1,000 times. And again and again and again. 1,000 times he did. But again and again. He is offering his respects. And he says, I offer my respects to you, O Krishna, O universal form of Krishna. So, see, if we can rewind and go back to, say, chapter 7, we remember what Krishna had said, right? Fourth shloka, he had said, Bhumira aponalo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti amme bhinna prakriti ashtada means 8. So, what are the elements he is talking about? Bhumira aponalo vayuhu, kham. So, earth, water, fire, air, ether, and then come mano, mind, buddhi, intelligence, right? And false ego. So he's saying mano buddhir evacha ahankara itiyamme ashtada. So total 8. So he says these are all my separated material energies. So here maybe, when Arjuna must have looked at the universal form of Lord Krishna, he must have remembered what Lord Krishna said in chapter 7. And he is like, yes, I know, you told me, you are the air. So he's saying, you are Vayu, you are Yam, you are Varun, you are Shashanka, you are Prajapatis, you are Prapitamahascha also. Srila Prabhupada states in his purport, when he writes his purport, he says, Lord is addressed as air because air is a very, very important, most important representation, right? Of all the demigods being, it's air is all pervasive. That's what Srila Prabhupada says. And it's a very, very important element for all of us. So he mentioned, he starts with air, Vayu. And then we see that Arjuna addressed Krishna as great grandfather. Why? Because he is father of Brahma. Brahma was the first creature in this universe. So he is experiencing this lot of reverence towards the universal form of Lord Krishna. Arjuna is offering his obeisance. How many times? Sahasra kritva. Thousands and thousands of times. And punashcha bhuyopi, again and again. See, during Diwali celebrations when we have in India, we get those. I remember in my childhood in the northern UP, they used to make those sugar sweets. I don't know how many of you know. It's made up of sugars, and they make many shapes. Some are elephant in shape. Some are, I forgot the name what they used to call it. Chini, not chini, something else they used to say. So they would make different shapes, and elephant, horse, man, woman, dog, everything. But what is the ingredient in it? It's same, sugar. Same way, all these Devi, Devatas, they have distinct personalities. they have their own set of duties to perform, right? Whatever administration Lord is given them in this administration of the world, they have their duties to perform. But the same one God, He is sitting in all of them. He is the one who is manifesting whatever special powers even devatas possess. It's being given by the same one God. Like from sugar, different shapes have come out. Similarly, God is within them and He is giving them the power. That's why they are able to grant whatever little material things we ask for. Another example we can think of is gold, ornaments. These ornaments, different ornaments, we wear chain, then we wear earrings, we wear nose ring, we wear different things. All these ornaments are made out of gold. They are different, they look different, right? They have distinct individuality. Like this is a chain, that is a earring, that is a nose ring. They are different. Yet we all know the basic ingredient in that is gold. So just as gold is not an ornament, but ornaments are golden. Same way, God is in all the devatas, but devatas are not God. So in this verse, similarly, Arjuna is saying, Lord Krishna, you are Vayu, you are Yamraj, you are Agni, you are Varun, you are Chandra, you are Brahma, you are everything, you are the controller. So he is on seeing the universal form of the Lord, he is paying obeisances, punashcha bhuyopi. And he has understood, he has seen, he knows Krishna's unlimited powers, unlimited glories. So when we hear about Krishna's glories more and more, automatically our mood also, it changes. And then we also start paying our respectful obeisances, right? So when we hear something about a materialistic person in this world, for example, a celebrity or a great person, like when we were in school, we used to read about this Sir Edmund Hillary and the mountaineer Tenzing Norgay in 1953. They were the first ones. They were the first climbers to have reached the summit of Mount Everest, right? And then we used to say, oh, wow, they went to Mount Everest and they're the first ones. And automatically that respect used to come. Oh, he is that person when we see that picture. Similarly, just imagine if we hear so much about Krishna, who is the greatest of all celebrities, and who is pervading this entire creation. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya, right? He is completely pervading this creation. Our heads will bow down completely in complete reverence. That mood of respect will come. And that will come, and then what will we do? We'll do like Arjuna has done. We are going to pay respects again and again and again. Punashcha bhuyopi. In complete surrender, in complete humility. Humility is needed. Okay, so will Arjuna stop paying his respects? Let's see that in the next shloka. नमः पुरस्तादथ पृष्ठतस्ते नमस्ते सर्वत एव सर्व अनन्तवीर्यामित विक्रमस्त्वं सर्वं समाप्नोषि ततोऽसि सर्वः. Anybody wants to volunteer to read? Yes, Vinda Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Obeisances to you from the front, from behind, and from all sides. O unbounded power, you are the master of limitless might. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Arjuna has seen the universal form. He has understood the unlimited glories of Lord Krishna. He has started paying his obeisances, punashcha bhuyopi, repeated obeisances. And he is continuing. He is speaking very nicely. And Arjuna, what is Arjuna trying to say? Obeisances to you from front, from behind. So Nama. Nama means paying obeisances. From where is he paying his respects? Purastat, from the front side. Like this, he is coming in front and from Purastat. Then Atha and also Prishthate. So Purasta Data Prishtataste. Prishtataste means from where? From like this, he goes behind. First he comes like this from the front, and then he's paying obeisances from the behind, from back. So then he says, Namostute sarvata eva sarva. Namostute, again I am paying my respects. To whom? To you. And then from where? Sarvata eva sarva. From all sides. Sarva, all sides. Why? Because you are everything. Sarvata eva sarva. You are everything, right? Tvam ananta virya. You are everything, and then you are ananta virya also. Unlimited. Unlimited potency you have, he says. And then he's adding also. Amita vikrama. Ananta Virya, unlimited you have potency, and Ananta Vikrama, unlimited force. And then he says, Sarvam Samapnoshi. You Sarvam, everything you cover. You cover everything. Tatha, therefore, Asisa, you are everything. Sarvam Samapnoshi, Tatosi Sarva. Tatha means, therefore, Asi Sarva, you are everything. So it's like, how Arjun has been telling this for such a long time, that you are pervading, you are unlimited. Every other shloka we have seen, Ananta, 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 right? And so on and so forth. He has been telling for such a long time. Why is he saying this again and again and again and again? We will not understand. Why? Because we have not seen the universal form. When you see something which is out of this world, that's when you get those expressions. We may not understand that. He is seeing the universal form. It is unlimited. Just imagine universal form of the Lord is, I think we will faint only. We won't be able to bear it also. And Arjuna is saying that unlimited form. He is saying it's unlimited. He is seeing from all the kinds of directions. He says front, back, all the sides. There is no limit to it. What to say? And he's looking at the greatness of the Lord. What is he doing? He can't do anything. In complete surrender, he's just paying his obeisances again and again and again. Sahasra kritva and punashcha bhuyopi, like we mentioned in the previous shloka. In this verse, he says, I pay obeisances to you from front, from back, from all the sides, from all the directions. This is the mood. This is the reaction of a devotee who understands the greatness of Supreme Personality of Godhead. One thing we have to understand, that we are nowhere in comparison to Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? We are just fallen souls. We are insignificant. We are chutku, tuch. In Hindi, they say tuch, just nothing. We are just a drop. And Krishna is Maha. He's a great ocean. We are just a spark. Krishna is the devouring fire. We have to be very clear about it, where our position is. We are like chutku living entities. We cannot become Krishna. We have to hear about the Lord again and again and again, so that we are away from this Maya. We come back to reality. Okay, what are we? We are not this body, we are the souls, and come back to complete reality. Otherwise, at the moment Bhagavad Gita class, Bhagavatam class gets over and we move away, we are again into this illusion. So very nicely, it is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita. What was that? Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hara Andhakara Yaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Aradhikara. So it's such a beautiful, wherever Krishna is there, Krishna Surya Sama. Krishna is like Surya, he is like sun. And what is Maya? Maya Haya Andhakara. Maya is like illusion, darkness, ignorance. And wherever there is Krishna's appearance, Jaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya, cannot be Maya. If Krishna is there, there cannot be Maya. If Krishna's appearance is there, there cannot be any darkness. So what we hear about Krishna, what is happening is that, Krishna is like sun. And Krishna is actually, the moment we are hearing more and more about it, he is emerging in our heart, in the horizon of our heart. And then at that time, what happens? The darkness, the ignorance that we are having, slowly, the misgivings that we are having, misconceptions that we are having, slowly it will be removed. So we have to understand that Lord is very, very great. And here Arjun is not able to hold himself. He is paying thousands and thousands of obeisances at one place. And he's like, Oh God, oh no, I'm just not satisfied. Let me go behind. Let me go in the front. Let me go in the sides. Oh, let me pray from all the sides. Let me pray from all the directions. This is the mode of a devotee. This is the mode of Arjuna after seeing the universal form. He is glorifying Sri Krishna by using different adjectives. Ananta Virya, infinite strength. Ananta Vikrama, immeasurable power, Ananta, Vikrama. So he is completely, we can see that he is overwhelmed with awe. That's why he is paying his obeisances. That is why he is saying Nama, 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 is bowing down completely. So in this way, Arjuna is not able to hold himself. He is paying his respects to the unlimited personality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the universal form of the Lord. And he is not able to stop here. How can he? After seeing the universal form. So he's continuing his prayers and he continues to glorify the Lord. But let's go through 38 to 40 shlokas in that flow chart of ours. So in 38, he says, you are the ultimate rest of everything and all knowledge. In shloka number 38, he says. Then 39, he goes on to glorify and he says, you are the essence of everything. And in 40, he says, I offer my obeisances to you from front, behind, from all directions. Nama, 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 paying obeisance. Sahasra kritva, punashcha bhuyo, again and again. We move on to 41, 42. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakheti. Ajanata mahimanam tavedam. Maya pramadat pranehena vapi. Yachapahasartham asatkrutosi. Vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu. Eko tavapyut tatsat. Sorry. Eko tavapyut Yuta tat samaksham tat kshamaye tvamahamaprameyam. Please excuse my throat. Sorry. Yes, anybody would like to read? Yes, please, Nigda Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji. Nigda Mataji. Yes, Vinda Mataji, you can do that.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Thinking of you, my friend, I have rashly addressed you. O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, not knowing your glories, please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, jesting as we relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. O infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. He is seeing the wonderful form of Lord Krishna's universal form. He's offered his prayers, and these are not friendly prayers, not at all friendly prayers. These prayers are full of awe and reverence. Especially the two shlokas that we saw. It's very clear that, he is in a respectful mood right now as a servant of the Lord. So he is completely convinced, yes, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. I have treated him so badly, as a friend. And now he is acknowledging that he did not treat him so well. So what is he saying? He says, Saketi matva prasabham yaduktam. Sakha. Sakha iti matva prasabham. Means, oh Krishna, oh Sakha, oh friend, I must have been audaciously or maybe, impolitely, I have thought about you as a friend. Sakheti matva, prasabham yaduktam. I must be thinking you like a friend. I must have yaduktam, I must have said something. What all words I must have, uktam means words. What all words I must have said, I must have used to address you. Sometimes I have said, hey Krishna. Sometimes I have addressed you as, hey Yadava, come here. Sometimes I have addressed you, hey Sakheti, my dear friend, come here. Then he says, Ajanata Mahimanam Tavedam. He says, I did not know your glories. I did not. Mahimanam. Mahimanam means Mahan, your glories. Ajanata, I did not know Tava Idam, your glories, O Krishna. Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi. I have spoken like that, out of foolishness. Pramadat, out of foolishness, I must have spoken like that. Pranayena means it's like out of love, and pramadat out of foolishness. So he says, Yachapaha Satha Masat Krutosi. He says, I have dishonored you, Asatkra. Asatkrita means dishonored you. So, how I must have dishonored you? By joking, jesting, joking. So, what is joking? Avahasa. When you do some avahasa artham, that means you are joking. So, when did he dishonor? What time did he dishonor? When they were going around vihara, when they were moving and relaxing somewhere. Then shaya, when they were lying down together somewhere, just, chilling somewhere. So when they were going on a vihar, he must have dishonored. When they must have been on a shaya, he dishonored. Then asana means when they were sitting together, he must have dishonored him. Bhojaneshu, when they were all eating together, he must have said something which is not appropriate, which must have been impolite. So while they were eating together, so was Arjuna alone or others were there? When he spoke rudely to Krishna, so he says for that also, he says, Eko thava yat yut tat samaksham. So there are times, ek athavapi, avapi means there were sometimes we were alone, and sometimes tat samaksham, in front of everyone. For all this, he says, Achyuta, Krishna, O infallible one, tat kshama, please do kshama me, please forgive me. Tat kshama, Kshamayetun, please you forgive me. Who? Aham, me. Aprameyam. Oh, I must have done so much of impoliteness, discourtesy to you. So please, the discourtesy might have been apareyam, means immeasurable. I can't even measure that. So many times I must have dishonored. So he's remembering those wonderful times he had spent with Lord Krishna while doing the pastime. And he was on the rasa of friendship, sakhya rasa. And now he is able to understand that, what all things he must have spoken in that sakhya rasa. And he's like, oh God, my God, I feel so bad. I have offended the Supreme Personality of Godhead by calling him so many names, joking along. And where did he joke? While doing vihar, while on the bed, shaya, while eating, and while sitting, he must have done so much. And he's begging. He says, Tat kshamai tvam mahame aprameyam. Aprameyam. Immeasurable faults I must have done. Please forgive me. So after seeing the universal form of God, is now that Arjuna is painfully, he's aware, that Krishna is not just his friend, but he is also supreme divine personality of Godhead, right? He is whom even Devatas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Rakshasas, Siddhas, you name it, everyone worships. So he feels very, very, he's remorseful. He's regretting for having disrespected him on many occasions, you know, because that time he was very fearless because he treated him like a friend. Okay, you are my friend, you are my cousin. So when as soon as there is a respect, the element of respect comes in, then you can't call them by first name. Then you will say, oh, Mr. So and so, Shriman G. You will put either a G or you will put Shriman, something like that. So very, very senior to you, if there is somebody very senior in your office or somewhere, normally we will not call them by first name, right? You may say like, hey, but if it is a friend, you will say, hey, Lakshman, hey, Ram, come, let's play, let's eat now, let's go out. We can say that. But when it's a very serious person, we won't. So that's why he's worried. Maybe, too much of familiarity breeds, right? So he says too much of familiarity has come in, and I have put myself on that equal status as God. And, I don't know what I have done. Presumptuously, I have addressed him with different words like, Sakheti Matva, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Sakheti. I don't know what all I have called him. So he is imploring forgiveness. And he's saying, whatever I may have done in my, forgetfulness, please forgive me, Krishna. So even in Narad Purana, you read that if you come to see that, it's written, Na Deva Keshavat Paraha. No one, there is no God higher than Lord Krishna, Keshava Param. So Krishna is still very kind. He is very merciful to us, in spite of all the opulences that he is having. He played with Arjuna like a friend. That is the loving relationship he has with with his devotees. So in this way, with lot of awe, reverence, Arjuna is acknowledging to Krishna that I must have offended you, Krishna, many, many times by calling out different names to you. So please forgive me, Kshama. Please do some Kshama. In this very mood, Arjuna continues. So let's see what he has to say to Lord Krishna. He continues and he says, Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujyashcha gururgariyar natvat samostya vedakah kutonyah lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. Hare Krishna. Yes, please. Vishnu Prasad, if you like to read. Triveni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and the non-moving. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you, nor can anyone be the one with you. How then would be there anyone greater than you within the three worlds, O Lord of immeasurable power? Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So we know Arjuna is offering prayers to this universal form of the Lord. And in previous shlokas, we have seen how much with awe and reverence he has been doing it. And in the last shloka that we read, he said, Oh, please forgive me. I must have offended you so many times. And he is continuing his prayers further. He says, Pita asi lokasya, you are the father of the whole loka, right? Which is considering having both chara and achara. So both moving and moving, non-moving. So pitasi lokasya chara charasya, acharasya. So there are moving things here, non-moving things here, and you are the father of all. And then he says, Tvamasya pujaschya gurur gariyan. So you are worshipable. By whom? By all the spiritual masters. Gurur gariyan, all the spiritual masters, Gurur gariyan, natvat samas asti. So there is nobody who is equal to you. Sama means equal. Nobody who is equal to you. You are glorious. Gariyan. Abhitah kutonyah. So abhitah kutonyah means what? How is it possible? How is it possible in this lokatre? Lokatre means all the three worlds. Anybody to be greater than you? How can it be? Then he says, abhadika means, adik means more than you, greater than you in these three planetary, lokatre, in the three planetary systems. And then he says, apratima prabhava. Apratima prabhava means apratima prabhava. Prabhava is like mainly it's about apratibha. Apratima is immeasurable. And power, prabhava, what prabhav you have, what power you have, it's immeasurable. There is no measure to it. In all the three worlds, there is no one greater than you. You are the pita of the whole creation. And you are the pita of both chara and achara, moving and non-moving. So here, different opulences of Krishna is what Arjuna is trying to glorify. He has already spoken about his opulences. We all read in chapter 10, right? All the opulences that Krishna had told. Now Arjuna is acknowledging about that chapter 10 also. He says, yes. I know you told about your opulences in chapter 10. You are Pitasi. You are the father of the entire creation. And Krishna himself told in previous chapter, right? What did he say in chapter 10? Pitamahasya jagato mata pita mata dhata pitamaha. That's what he has said, right? Pitahamasya jagatah mata dhata pitamaha. Pavitram Omkara. Yeah. So he says, I am the father, I am also the mother, I am the sustainer, I am everything. He says that in the previous chapter. Similarly, here Krishna is acknowledging whatever so far Krishna has told. Here in chapter 11, you can see while glorifying Krishna, he is acknowledging that. Yes. What you told, I agree with that. Pita si lokasya. Yes, you are right. You had told that in chapter 10. Now I remember. So Arjuna is saying Lord Krishna is the greatest. He is the senior most, right? So he is saying, Tvamasya pujyeshcha guru garyan. You are very, very Even Guru Gariyan also do worship you. And you are the, like, father is always senior to his son. So Lord Krishna is the father of all the Devi Devtas, all the creation of all the fathers that are existing in this world, right? He is the spiritual master of all the spiritual masters. So first spiritual master, if we say, is Brahma, so who passed on his knowledge to his disciples, and then so on. So where did Lord Brahma get receive the knowledge, right? So Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kaviye in Srimad Bhagavatam it is given. Tene Brahma Hridaya, Hridaya. So in the heart, Lord imparted Vedic knowledge in the Hridaya. Adi Kaviye is Krishna, firstborn. Adi Kaviye is the Brahma, firstborn. So firstborn Brahma was given the knowledge in the Hridaya, that is in the heart. So Lord Krishna imparted the Vedic knowledge to Brahma into the heart. So of the firstborn, Adi Kavi is the firstborn. So he is the supreme spiritual master. We can tell about that one also. No one can be greater than him. No one is equal to him. Everyone is lower than him. Right? Ekela Ishvara Krishna Ara Sabhabhritya. That is what is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ekela Ishvara Krishna. Krishna alone is the supreme controller. Ara Sabhabhritya. All others are his servants. So the knowledge, the strength, the activities, whatever the Krishna is having is all transcendental. It is, we can't even, it's inconceivable. We can't imagine also. Like he told in Bhagavad Gita when we were doing chapter 4, Janma karma cha me devyam evam yo veti tatvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna, he says, right, whoever knows my transcendental body, my activities and perfection, once he leaves this body, you know what will happen? He will never ever come back to this miserable. So after knowing all this, Srila Prabhupada says in his, best policy is, Srila Prabhupada says is, follow the principles of Krishna. Simple as that. Srila Prabhupada says is very straightforward. Just simply close your eyes, follow the principles of Krishna. That will make us move towards the devotional service and become perfect in that. So after realizing Lord Krishna to be the same Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord of Vedas, Arjuna is declaring that you are above everything, he said, right? You are worshipable by everyone. Same mood, Arjuna is glorifying more in coming verses. Let's see his glorification by Arjuna, Lord's glorification. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvamahamisha medyam pateva piteva putrasya sakheva sakyuhu priyah priyahar hasideva sodhum. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
You are the Supreme Lord to be worshipped by every living being. Thus I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, a friend the impertinence of a friend, or a husband the familiarity of his wife, please tolerate the wrongs I may have done to you. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So he is offering prayers to Lord Krishna. We are all getting the opportunity to hear about the position of Supreme Personality of Godhead through Arjuna. Had he not offered the prayers in 11th chapter, he is kind of revising also. Oh yeah, you told in chapter 7. Yes, you told in this opulence in chapter 10. And he's acknowledging each and everything, and we are getting to hear, we are getting this opportunity. Whereas Arjuna is actually seeing the universal form of Lord. And just by hearing about Arjuna's prayers very submissively, very attentively, by Lord's mercy, maybe we will also be able to understand about Lord's position as being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are so ignorant as such. So Arjuna says, Twahamisha medium. Isham idiom means you are the Supreme Lord, who are worshipable by Lord. Right? So you are Ishwar, you are the topmost. There is nothing less than you. So he is very clearly telling us, Pranamya Pranidhaya Kayam. Tasmat Pranamya Pranidhaya Kayam. So Tasmat means therefore. So you are worshipable by all. Pranamya. pranidhaya kayam. So we are offering obeisances. We are laying down the whole body, kayam, the body. Prasade tvam aham. So I'm actually laying down, doing that dandavat pranams, I beg mercy unto you. So now Arjuna is in that mood where he thinks, he has committed so many offenses against Krishna. So he's trying to give many, many examples. He says, so and so is very forgiving. So many people are very forgiving. So you should also, try to forgive me. So what are the examples? Because he is going all Dandavat pranams. Prasadaye, Mahamisha medium. He is completely, he says, I am lying down and I'm asking you for forgiveness. But there are so many people who have forgiven. You also should forgive me. So examples that he is trying to give is Piteva Putrasya Sakeva Sakyu. Piteva Putrasya, like a father who is tolerant with his son. Son may be a drunkard, son may be a gambler, son may be anything. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't come home, father is a little bit worried. What has happened to my son? If the son gets into a small accident, also father is so much worried. If the son is going through a bad time, father is tolerant. If son does not behave well, father is still tolerant with him. So like that. Sakheva Sakyu, friends, among friends, what happens? We sometimes, we are not very polite among equals. Sometimes we can joke, sometimes we can tease, there can be some impolite words we can use. Hey, come on, hey, shut up, we can say anything, right? So he says like that. Priya Priyaha, Priya Priyayaha means among the lovers. So among those two lovers, those who are very close to each other, you can say like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, So how they are talking to each other, how they are so dearmost, right? So he says, Arhasi Deva Sodham. You should, Arhasi, you should, but my Lord, you should also Deva Sodham. So you should also tolerate my offenses, O Lord. And I have committed so many offenses onto your lotus feet. So I would call this convincing ability. Only Arjuna had this convincing ability. We don't have. This is the way we should glorify somebody. So the moment he glorifies, he's begging. You can say that he is begging also, right? At the same time, even while he is begging for forgiveness, he is giving examples. So and so, they forgive like this. Father is so tolerant. Friend, sometimes he is impolite. The husband, wife, they are you're so dear to each other. I may have done a lot of mistakes, offenses, but please forgive me. Very nice thing to understand that Arjuna is paying obeisances. He's completely flat in front of the Lord. That's called Dandavat Pranam. What happens is the person falls flat in front of the Lord. All the 8 limbs of the body are used when it is called Dandavat. So these 8 limbs are, like 2 hands, 2 feet. They are fallen right in front of the Lord. Then the chest is touching the ground, the head is touching the ground, and then these are the 6. And then there is Vani. We are speaking right through voice. We are offering prayers. And then the mind, we are meditating on the Lord. So these are the 8. So this is how Arjuna is doing dandavats to Lord Krishna. And he is meditating on the form and he's falling flat in front of the Lord and he's begging for mercy. Such wonderful aspect. Bhagavad Gita is teaching us everything. Here it is teaching us how to offer obeisances to the Lord in detail. So he thinks that he has done a lot of, offenses like his behavior and all that towards Krishna. And he's asking for pardon. He's asking, please forgive me, pardon me. And while interacting with Krishna, he must have, when he was playing, eating, joking around and, talking, resting, he did not show respect. He was not having appropriate behavior. So, see, no one minds misbehaviors when they are made because of um, high levels of intimacy, if it is there, right, with the other person. If there is not intimate people, they will not feel like that. Like, you can say friends or brothers or sisters, best friends. Like, no government officer has the privilege to joke with the prime minister or the president of the country, right? But president may have a very close friend who may just come and, kya yaar, kya kar rahe ho? Come on, chalo chai pe chalte hain. And he's the president of country. But the government officer will dare not. Well, the friend will say, kya sara din table ke piche baithe ho? So you're always sitting behind the table and talking to others. Come on, get up and come. Let's go. And he may even scold him. 24 hours you are working. You don't even have time for yourself and for your friends. Come on, get up. And the president will not mind also this kind of jokes or pranks or getting scoldings from his friend, because he is getting it from his friend, right? But he will not be happy with when he gets from his subordinate officers, right? So thousands of people, they will be saluting an army general, but they are not as dear to him as his own wife, who is very intimately sitting by his side. So that's the situation. Arjuna's intimate dealing that he did with Lord Krishna, they were not sins as such, right? They had come out of the depth of his loving devotion for Lord as a friend, Sakhyarasa. Yet he is by nature, he is a devotee, first of all. And by nature, he is so humble. This is one thing we have to take out from the shloka, that we have to be humble. And out of humility, he feels that he has committed so many offenses. And that's why he's asking for forgiveness. So this shloka tells us, be humble. So now Arjuna is in that mood of offering prayers, and prayers are becoming more and more intense. So let's see what he has to say to glorify the Lord further. अदृष्टपूर्वं हृषितोऽस्मि दृष्ट्वा भयेन च प्रव्यथितं मनो मे तदेव मे दर्शय देवरूपं प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. Yes, please. Go ahead and read.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of the universe. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So he's glorifying. Along with that, he has a request now. So what is that request? What does he want the universal form? What does he want to ask from that universal form? Arjuna is saying, Adrishta Purvam. This universal form is never seen before, O Lord. Adrishta Purvam. Before this, I never has been seen this kind of a form. So Krishna might have a question. What are you feeling after seeing the universal form? So for that, Arjuna is saying, Rishitosmi Drishtva. I am glad. Rishi means happiness. So I'm gladdened, or I'm glad by seeing this. Drishtva means this scenario, this form. But there is a but also. So here's a but. He says, Bhayena cha pravyatitam manome. My mana, my mind is full of bhayena. Lot of fear is there. Pravyatitam manome. So my mind is perturbed. Pravyatitam means, vyathit means disturbed. Mind is disturbed and it is all full of fear now, So, pravyatitam manome, perturbed. Then he says, O Devesha, O Lord of the Lords, Jagan Nivasha, you are the Jagat, every time he is using Jagat Nivasa, Jagat Isha. So Jagat is the universe, Nivasa is the whole shelter, who's giving the shelter to all the people in the universe. Prasida. Prasida is using too many times. He says, please be gracious, please be merciful to me. Then he says, Tadeva Darshaya Deva Rupam. Please show me your Deva Rupam. Please manifest your Deva Rupam. So this is the request. We were thinking what request he'll ask, right? So he says, Tadeva me Darshaya Deva Rupam. Please show me your Deva Rupam. So there are two kinds of bhakti. Aishwari Bhakti is there, and then there is Madhurya Bhakti. When it comes to Aishwari Bhakti, devotee is, he is completely contemplating on that almighty aspect of God, completely of awe and reverence, a lot of respect is there. He is not very close to the God, but he is just looking up at God and full of opulences, and that proper conduct he is maintaining, right? Like, for example, all the people in Dwarka, all the people of Ayodhya, all the residents, they used to worship Krishna and Lord Ram also as king. That Aishwarya Bhakti was there. Normal citizens, how respectful we are. Like, for if Prime Minister is coming to our city, we stand and we are just, bowing down. Oh, Prime Minister has come. We give that kind of respect. There is a distance. You are not intimate to them. So when it comes to Madhurya Bhakti, you're intimate. The relationship is very intimate. Like, Krishna is mine, I am his type. Like the Gopas of Vrindavan, the Yashoda and Nand Maharaj, who were, he was his beloved child. Gopis loved him. Madhuri Bhakti, it's very sweet, sweeter than Aishwarya Bhakti. So it's very sweet in all forms, right? But there is a gradation also. When you see the gradation also, when you see Dwaraka pastimes, it's very sweet. Dwaraka pastimes, very sweet. Bliss of Mathura pastimes is sweeter. And then when it comes to Brajvasi, it's the sweetest. So when in Madhurya Rasa or Bhakti, they forget that he is Lord. They also have that 4 kinds of relationships with Krishna, like Dasya Bhav, right? He is the master, I am the servant. He had personal servants, right? Like Patrak and Raktak and all those. So they are in Dasya Bhav. Sentiment is God. God is my father. He is mere pita, mere maa jaise hain. That Dasya Bhav is there. Then Sakhya Bhav, we all know, friends, like Gopas of the Vrindavan. They had like Sri Dhama, then Madhu Mangal, all they were in Sakhya Bhav, right? Mansukh. Vatsalya Bhav, we all know Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maiya, they were in Vatsalya Bhav. Oh, he's my child, my beloved child, I'm his parent. Madhurya Bhav, we know Gopis, all the Gopis of Vrindavan, they were in Madhurya Bhav. So Arjun comes under that Sakhya Bhav, right? Where he is having a nice, friendly relationship, brotherly relationship with Lord Krishna. And once he saw that universal form of Lord, that complete transformation came and he was into a different zone only. He's zoned out completely and he didn't know what is happening. And he was offering so many prayers, Sahasra Kritva and Punashta Bhuyopi. But that sweetness of Sakhya Bhav was not there, which he used to have before. That is why he's praying to Lord Krishna. Krishna, please, hide this universal form, this almighty form of yours. Please, 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 nikal do isko. Whatever I am seeing right now. Please show me your 400 form feature, He's requesting Krishna, show me your grace, reveal your form, just your form. So, a very important request that he has to make. So let's see that what request he is making, and after this flow chart, let's see this. Anybody would like to read this quickly? Yes, Snigdha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, please. Can you see?
Yes, Mataji. Arjuna's request to see the 400 form indicates that all the forms are one with Krishna.
Yes, please.
Indicates different Narayanas are named according to the different configurations of the 4 hands. Indicates Arjuna is afraid and joyful simultaneously.
Joyful because?
Yes. Joyful because he is gladdened by knowing his friend opulence as
Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Supreme Personality of Godhead and his ability to show the universal form. Afraid because of so many offenses committed.
So we understood, right? Why was he afraid? Why was he joyful? Joyful because, oh, my friend's opulence is wow. Afraid because, oh my God, such universal form and I have committed so many offenses. That's the way he was afraid. Yes, please. Universal form is a temporary form.
Universal form is a temporary form, but Vaikuntha form is transcendental, 400 and what is this, Mataji? Eternal.
Krishna can assume.
Krishna can assume any form, and he is asked here to show his Narayana form.
So we can understand from this that Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, because if he can come up with so many forms, it is natural, right, that Krishna is the supreme most. This is the proof. If somebody asks you that, oh, Vishnu is higher or Krishna is, many people have this confusion. So here in this shloka, if Krishna is able to show his universal form, Krishna is able to show his four-handed form, Krishna is able to show his Shama Sundar Roop, then who is Krishna? Supreme Personality. किरीटिनं गदिनं चक्रहस्तम् इच्छामि त्वां द्रष्टुमहं तथैव तेनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव विश्वमूर्ते. Yes, please. Triveni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Arjuna is requesting Krishna, oh Krishna, please end this universal form of yours. Show me your blissful form. But now, which blissful form to show? He has so many unlimited forms he has. So this detail of which form he wants to see, that is spoken in this shloka. He says, O Vishwamurte, universal form. Vishwamurte is universal form. O Sahasrabahu, because the universal form had Sahasrabahu, right? That is why he is addressing as Sahasrabahu, thousand-armed one, thousand-handed ones. Ichhamitvam drashtum aham. I want to see you. Ichha means I wish to see. Drashtum, I want to see. Tvam, you. Aham, I want to see you. So in what form he wants to see Lord Krishna? He says, Tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena. I want to see you in that chaturbhuja rupa. So I want to see you in four-handed form. Okay. Four-handed form is okay, fine. So what do I hold in my hand in that four-handed form? So he says, Hiritinam gadinam chakrahastam. So he says, you are holding in your hastam. What all you are holding? You are wearing kiritinam. Here it is written helmeted head. It can be a crown also, right? He's having a crown, kiritinam. Kirit means actually a crown also. With gadinam, club, chakra, disc in his hand. And in the other two, lotus and conch. Yeah, it's to be understood. So he's saying, Tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabhavo bhava vishwamurte. So he's very clearly saying, Ichhamitvam drashtuma aham tathaiva. Tatha eva bhava. So in that position, just just get that rupam of universal form. He's asking. How he asked universal form? How did he address universal form? Vishwamurte and Sahasrabahu. This indicates that he is talking to the universal form of the Lord. So what is he saying? I have some ichha. Okay. What is your ichha? I want to see you Chaturbhujena. Okay. How is that Chaturbhujena look? How does that Chaturbhujena looks like? He is wearing kiritinam. He is having gada. He is having chakra in the hasta. So by that special grace, Lord showed the cosmic form. It's not easy. It's not seen by anyone, right? It's not easily seen by anyone. So Arjuna has realized that yes, Krishna is not just his sakha. His divine personality. It encompasses, unlimited universes. But he is not attracted. He is not attracted to that opulence. He is not attracted to that universal form. He is, in fact, he is scared. He does not like. He is not interested in that Ashwarya opulence of the Lord. He prefers seeing the Lord in human form, so he can relate to him. He can talk to him in like a friend. So that's why he said Sahasrabahu and thousand-armed ones and Chaturbhuja Rupa. You show me, please. I want to see in the four-armed form. Lord Krishna appeared before Arjuna. It's written in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's what I read in Canto 1. I think 7th chapter maybe, that when Ashwathama had killed Draupadi's children, then Bhim was very much in anger, and he said, nothing doing. I am going to, kill him. Draupadi was like, no, he is Brahman Putra. It's not right to kill him. And they both were having that kind of argument, like, and Arjuna had tied Ashwathama, who killed Draupadi's son, and they brought before her. And at that time, Lord Krishna revealed. Um, Arjuna was wanting to kill Ashwathama, and Draupadi was asking him not to. Right? And that time, Lord Krishna had shown his Chaturbhujana. It's written in Srimad Bhagavatam, and it's written that, Nishamya Bhima Gaditam Draupadeyascha Chaturbhuja Alokya Vadanam Sakyur Idam Aha Hasan Iva. It is written over in Srimad Bhagavatam that, at that time, four-armed Krishna, Chaturbhuja, Draupadeyascha, Nishamya Bhima Gaditam. Bhima also wanted to kill, right? And Arjun had caught him. And Arjun also was very unhappy with what was happening. And they brought in front of Draupadi. That time, four-armed Lord Krishna heard. Why? It's there over there. It's requesting. Srila Prabhupada actually writes in his purport in Srimad Bhagavatam that, Lord Krishna actually has two arms, right? Shama Sundar. But he got those four arms because Bhima and Draupadi, they had different opposite views about killing Ashwathama, because Draupadi did not want, Bhima wanted to. So Draupadi wanted, no, he's a Brahman Putra, let's not kill him. And Bhima said, no, nothing doing, I'm going to kill. And Draupadi was trying to stop him. So to stop both of them, Lord, what he did, he got up having two other arms so that he can stop both of them. That's what is Srila Prabhupada written in his pulpit. So now, another point is one who can Sahasrabahu, one who can display thousands and thousands of arms. Don't you think he can manifest any number of arms? What is four arms for him then? If he can come up with thousands and thousands of arms, isn't it logical? So Krishna has in incarnations, they are not different. Like Srila Prabhupada also said that it's like, we have so many candles. Then we use only one candle to lit all other candles. And once you have lit all the candles, if we place that one candle in between all the candles, we will not know which one is the original candle because all look alike. Same way, Srila Prabhupada explains that we can understand that all the candles are alike, but then there is one source candle. One candle that is a source of fire for all the candles. Krishna is that source, and all other forms manifest from him. That's what Srila Prabhupada tried to explain to us. So in this way, Arjuna is teaching us that we should hanker to take darshan of the Lord. And when we get the darshan, we must make most of it. That is what Arjuna is trying to teach us. So let's see what Supreme Personality of Godhead says in response to whatever Arjuna has prayed or glorified Lord Krishna, universal form of Lord Krishna. So 47 to 55, we can see Krishna withdraws his universal form. Then 49 to 50, Krishna shows Arjuna his four-armed form. And then he finally showed his two-armed form. Krishna's two-armed form can directly be seen only through pure, undivided devotional service. Only pure devotees can see Krishna's two-armed supreme form, is what is written. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Atmayogat Tejomayam Vishwam Anantamadyam Yanme Twadanyena Nadrishta Purvam. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency this Supreme Universal Form within the material world. No one before you have ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effulgence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he has asked Lord Krishna to show his four-handed form, and now Lord Bhagavan is speaking, Bhagavanu Vacha, and he is saying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What is he saying? O Arjuna, Maya prasannena tava idam rupam param darshitam atma mayoga. So I am happily darshitam, shown to you what? Param, that is transcendental, rupam, my form, by my atma yoga, by my internal potency, I have shown you. Very happily I have shown you. So how is this universal form or rupam that Lord Krishna showed? Tejomayam Vishwam Anantamatyam. So he says that universal form is full of Teja, effulgence. Tejamayam, full of effulgence. And it is radiating the entire universe. Full universe is radiating because of that Teja. And it is unlimited. Anantam. Vishwam. It is, Adyam. That is the original effulgence that's coming out. Yenme tvadanyena nadrishta purvam. Besides you, Arjuna, I'm telling you, no one has previously seen this form. He's very clear. Yat me tvat anyena. Anyena means no other. Nadrishta purvam. Nobody else has seen. So very nice shloka where Krishna is talking about his own universal form. It's very nice thing to know that Arjuna is the one who asked Krishna, can you please show me or how you pervade this universe? 10th last shloka, he said, when Krishna said 1/4 only, this is just a fraction of what I'm showing. So, okay, can you show me then? And then he showed. Krishna was very happy. He said, okay, tathastu, I will show you. So he manifested his universal form. Now, when Arjuna is looking at the universal form, Arjuna is slowly, his hands is coming like this in fear and wonder. And he's offering prayers, Sahasra Kritva, Punashcha Bhuyopi. And now at the end of the request, Arjuna actually put forward, he said, hey, Krishna, it's a very, 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 very difficult and a little bit to understand or digest, that he is actually putting forward in front of Krishna. What is he putting forward? The request. See, Krishna says, Arjuna, you asked for Vishwarupa. Now you say, please end this Vishwarupa form. Now you are saying, please show me a 400 form, Chaturbhujena. So Krishna is thinking and asking this question. See, you wanted universal form, I have shown you. Why are you getting disturbed? Why are you requesting to show some other form now? Hare, this form no one has seen before. What I am actually showing you, you know what? This form no one has seen before. This is the most effulgent primal form. No one has seen. Only for you, only for your eyes, no one else. In the past, nobody has seen. In future, nobody will be seeing. So this is only and only for you. These are the words Krishna is speaking. And you want to see some other form now? Chaturbhujena, even Devaki and Vasudeva had also seen, right? Before Krishna was born. So he says, Chaturbhujena is fine, but this universal form you asked me, I have shown you. Why are you so disturbed? He is so fearful, Arjuna, that he just doesn't know what to do. He says, please end this universal form. It's enough now. I can't see it anymore. So Lord Krishna is trying to pacify him. No need to be scared, Arjuna. It's okay. I have given you the vision to see my universal form, right? It's not a punishment or anything. It's because of my grace you are able to see. You asked for it, and I've showed you. And because also Krishna was very happy with Arjuna because he was a great devotee. So he overemphasizes to stress how rare it is to see the universal form. He's saying, Arjuna, I'm trying to emphasize this point. Nobody had seen it before. You are the only one who is, first one to see it. Duryodhan, Yashoda, Yashoda Maya, they had got little glimpse of it. But it was not with so much of intensity, depth, and this kind of magnitude. Krishna wants to emphasize more on this point as to who can actually see the universal form. Or let's be more precise, by any of our endeavor, can we see the universal form, however much we try? Lord will talk about in next shloka, which I will do it tomorrow as time is up, right? Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Vicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Ananta Koti Vaishnava. Hare Krishna. Thank you.